Hello, all my Amazon seller friends out there. Today, I have a treat for you. Astro Advanced Analytics has gone through a new update and the performance is so much better. I can't wait to show you. The speeds are unmatched and the UI has improved so much where everything is so much clearer and it's so much easier to navigate that you can actually come up with a winning decision much faster. Even before these updates, you could probably analyze 20,000 products from start, meaning from importing the list to actually come up with a purchase order in around 40 minutes, where it usually takes days with such a large price list. With the current setup and the new updates, you can probably analyze 20,000 products and come up with an order in 20 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes, depending on your speed. I can't wait to show you these changes. Let me jump in. So one of the first things that you'll notice is that the UI has changed. There's pinstriping, which allows you to see things a bit easier. But before I get into some of the UI changes, just want to show you some of the sorting and filtering. So before you might have to wait like 10 seconds to sort by ROI or sort by anything or filter something. Now it takes 1, maybe 2 seconds. You're done. You just click and you're done. Same goes with filtering. You can filter almost instantly. Now, some of the changes that I actually want to show you. Now, in the first row, or in the first column where you have the ASIN image, if you were to click on it, you get an enlarged image of the product. You can go through all the images just like normal, but you can also zoom in, and you can zoom in so much more than the actual listing. You can really jump in there and look at those hard to reach areas where you couldn't actually look at them on the listing. So you can go through all these and you can change the amount it zooms in as well. You can zoom in light or a bit or just a lot if you want. So you can really go in there if you want. Now, in terms of when you hover over the actual ASIN, same as before, you see the ASIN title, the brand name, all the associated UPCs. And if you've uploaded your suppliers details, you'll see that all over here as well. So you can compare your product with your suppliers details to make sure and confirm that it's the right product. When it comes to the goods and quantities, same as before, nothing much has changed in this section, but you can pretty much tell Astro how many units are, if it's a multi-pack or a single pack, and everything adjusts as normal. So that's nice and simple there. Now here's some of the changes. The alerts and actions that were together before, now they've been separated because they're obviously different. The alerts are here and you see all the alert systems here. If it has any IP issue, and depends on, it also considers your threat. If it's a high level threat, low level threat, medium level threat. Also brand is a seller is over here. You can see if a brand is selling it, it appears over here. Hazmat, multiples and variations all seen here. When you actually hover over an ASIN, when you hover over the row, you get these options at the far right, where you have the link to Amazon. You can write a comment about the ASIN if you want to. You can add it to your inventory. You can refresh the ASIN, or you can open up the historic chart over here. You can see the chart in full view mode. And you can also bring up all the offers this ASIN has. So just click on here. This one has all FBM offers and you can see them just there. This one has one FBA offer. You can see that there, and so forth. Now, when you actually want to bring up the quick view and want to have a deep dive into an ASIN, of course, you can just click on the ASIN and we bring up the quick view, and you see all the information. You see the actual chart and the details, the offer details side by side, so you can make your comparison. You have all the images again just over here at the top. You have all the product details, bullet points, description over here as well, and you can do your calculation just there. So this product is $34, and you can, just looking at the lowest FBA price, and you can do your calculations. You can see how profitable you are. This is obviously a 6-pack, so we have to write the correct quantity right there. And let's see, is it still profitable? Probably not. Oh, there is some profit there. All the points and the stats are just over here, all the scores. So we're rating the Amazon section over here, the seller rank section over here, the competition, the buy box contenders are listed over here, and all these details you can see just there. Now that we've gone through this, let's actually come up with a purchase order. So let's start doing some filtering. Let's go first with, let's just filter by Astro score. Let's go more than average. Let's go with the ROI. Let's get some ROI, everything above 40%. Let's get high sales volume products. So products that sold in the last 30 days at least more than, let's get more than 100. Now let's remove any products that are hazmat. So we'll go to hazmat and we'll call that false. Let's also remove any products that have any IP issues, but obviously there are 3 levels of threat: high, medium, and low. Let's remove the products that have medium and less. So we can consider low and no threat products. Let's also only focus on products that have more than one FBA seller. We don't want to be going up against any exclusive sellers. So FBA offers more than one. And I think that's enough filtering for now. So there's 4,870 ASINs on this list. Let's see what we're left with after this. Okay, so we're left with 10 of the best ones. And we can do a bit of analyzing. Obviously, if we want to get more results, we could just lighten up on those criteria, but I think this is okay. We do have one product here where the brand is a seller. So this one here, Talija Wajid Curls. So let's just bring up the offers table and see. So there are many sellers on this listing, but we do see the brand is actually also selling this product right there as an FBM seller. But considering that there's all these other sellers also selling on this listing, I think it's an okay idea to sell alongside the brand in this case. So let's check out these ASINs. There's only 10 of them. Check out one by one and see what type of order we can actually come up with. Some very nice ROIs here, 99%, 94%, very nice, very high. So this one here is just comparing the ASIN title to the supplier's title. Single load. Let's actually bring up so it does seem there's a bit of foreign writing over there. It does seem like it's the right product. Single load, $1.44 is what we get it for. It's a 1-pack. 60 cents is our prep. Now let's go ahead and check out the chart and all these types of details. So we can bring up the large chart if we want, but in most cases we can actually see the data here. What we're seeing is a very stable buy box from in the last 4 or 5 months. That is a bit of a red flag when you see such a stable buy box. It kind of gives you the indication there's someone that is exclusive. But looking at all the sellers, there are 3 or 4 FBA sellers. Actually, there's quite a few. There's 7 FBA offers and 3 FBM offers. So I wouldn't be worried about that. There's been one person that's been dominating the buy box. No, not dominating. 39% is not really dominating the buy box, but that seems okay. The break-even strength is excellent. The Amazon in stock is at 42% in stock in the last 6 months. That's okay. That's not bad. So these details seem okay to me. I will go ahead and proceed with this ASIN. So we're going to go ahead and send this to the shortlist as well. Let's check out this one where the brand is also one of the sellers right there. So the brand is a seller. That's the only alert that pops up on this one. The price is great. Just want to confirm that it is I thought it was a 1-pack, but it's actually a 3-pack. So let's go ahead and type in the number 3 there and see if it's still profitable. I doubt it is. So no, that's not profitable anymore. So we're going to ignore this one. I'm just going to refresh the filters and that one's going to be gone. So now we have 9 products. Next is this one here, Rimmel Bronzer. Now I'm just comparing. So in the URL section, I put the brand name so we can actually compare Rimmel Natural Bronzer Sun. Okay, Sundance. It seems like it's the right product. No issue there. $2.65 is what we get it for. It is a 1-pack indeed. Nice. There's only one variation. There's a variation viewer alert, but that's okay because we still know that it gets 400 sales per month. And looking at the competition, there's 2 buy box contenders, so we'll be the 3rd, and that would result in around 134 sales for us. Everything's fine so far. I just want to check the chart and the sellers. So in terms of sellers, there is one seller here, $8.38. So our price here at $9.99, even though the $9.99 is the buy box, is more like $8.38. We'll probably have to go up against these FBA sellers. Oh, there's actually $8.22, even a bit lower. So $8.22. That brings our ROI to 41%. It's still okay. It's still doable. There's plenty of sales. So this one might be a good one. So we're going to consider this one as well. Just looking at the chart, I don't see any reason why this one looks bad. I think it looks good actually. I see the buy box or the lowest FBA seller has always been above the break-even line. So it looks fine in my eyes. So I will be proceeding this one as well. It's got a 4-star rating. So yeah, the numbers look good on this one. Go ahead and mark this one off. Next, Conair tooth pack comb. So it's a 2-pack, but it also comes from our supplier as a 2-pack. So we know that we don't have to add extra quantity to this one. No alerts. Let's go ahead and check this one out in the quick view. So there are 5 FBA offers. In terms of contenders, there are 3 buy box contenders, 3 people that are close to that, to the lowest price, which is $6.99. So looking at the historic chart, I do see a bit of sometimes where the product dips below the break-even line. So I see it right there and right here. For that reason, I see that over the last couple of months it's been okay, but for this reason, I wouldn't go too heavy on the units I buy. Probably maximum of maybe 60 units. Yeah, 60 units. Wouldn't buy too many more of this one because, if we don't want the price to dip back lower and become a loser, but we'll still consider it. Next, what do we have here? So there is one massive seller, OTC RX. They're a big seller. Looking at the chart, we see ever since January or late December, the pricing has been fine. It seems that Amazon is the one that's been wrecking this price, but Amazon hasn't been seen in a while. Obviously, if Amazon comes back, it'll be dangerous. We wouldn't, we'll probably have to sell at a loss. But at this price that it currently is at, it looks great. Just want to hover over this again, just confirm CoverGirl Chicas, Golden Tan, whatever that is, powder. Okay, seems like it's the right product. And in terms, there are 2 buy box contenders. There are 300 sales per month. That would give us around 100 per month in terms of sales. Those numbers seems okay. The only thing I'm a bit worried about is that this seller here, OTCRX, has gone 65% of the buy box in the last 30 days, 68% in the last, and 68% in the last 90 days. So that might be a bit of a red flag. But if we're buying around 60 units, it shouldn't be too bad. I think that this one's still okay because there's plenty of profit. 84% is nice. So it could be a good product to buy. Let's go to the next one. So this is a 3-pack or a 3 count of something, and it's a 3 count of, are they nail clippers or something? I'm not too sure what they are. Clips, okay, some type of clips anyway. But it does come as a 3-pack from our supplier, so that's fine because you can see that they're all packaged as a 3-pack. It's not as if there are 3 of them. It's just 3-pack within it, so it's a 3 count. It looks good. Yeah, it looks good. Let's go ahead and check out the chart and all these types of details. So $6.65 is the buy box, or the lowest, the buy box price. There's a nice even distribution of the buy box, who wins the buy box, so that's fine as well. The sales aren't too high, but we are going up against an FBM seller, so I think there's plenty of sales in this one. The price prior to January was quite low. Again, I wouldn't go too high on this one, probably around 60 units, no more, given that, our recommendation is to buy 100, I'll probably just get around 60 because the break-even strength is yellow. Next, this is General Electric lighting, a Savant 25-watt white bulb 2-pack. Okay, it comes as a 2-pack, so we know we don't have to add extra quantity to this one. There are no alerts. Sales are 500 a month. Seems good. It's in, what category is this? Tools and home improvement. Okay. 125 is what we could sell after the competition. Seems like a good product. Don't have to look at it too much. We'll just bring up the chart over here, but it looks good. Looks fine. Yep. Consistently above the break-even line. I just want to check out this last month. I just want to look at those points where it's dropped below the break-even line. See what's up there. Oh, let's go back. Okay. I'll just zoom in there. All right, so we have a little dip by an FBA seller just here, and another dip by, again, an FBA seller. So there's like these 1-day dips where someone just drops the price to a very low price, then it shoots back up. It could be because someone has messed around with their reprice and made a mistake, or someone that just jumped in, sold a couple of units and then jumped out. Not too sure, but I wouldn't worry too much about that, given that it was only a day or two. So yeah, would be considering that one, and there are plenty of sales, so it's a good one. Next we have this hair gel, 12 ounce Eco Style Argan Oil. This one looks okay as well. 200 sales per month. Quite a few buy box contenders are a 4, so that would only mean around 4 sales for us. Now, I kind of have a rule, so I do want to make at least $100 per month per item that I sell. Now, given that this one, its profit is up at it's at $1.71, $1.71 times 40 units. That's not above $100 per month. I kind of do consider though products that have a decent ROI. If it's above 50% ROI, I do consider them, even though the sales are low. So I will consider this one as well. Let's go ahead and the buy box chart looks the historic chart looks great. Everything looks okay in my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed with this one as well. Next, what's this? Hollywood fashion. HFS deodorant removing sponge. Yes, okay, it's the right product. Looking at this, very stable buy box line for some period of time. There's a few dips, but it's a very straight line. So I kind of want to look at this. Well, the seller count is low, so that's one of the reasons why the line's so stable, because the seller count is quite low. Over here, I see a massive jump in the BSR. It's probably because there were no sellers or very few sellers. Well, the buy box was lost during this period for some reason. Actually, there wasn't a lost buy box. I'm just looking at the chart here. There were no sellers during this period. There were no sellers at all. So the buy box, so the BSR jumped up real high and then it jumped back down. Very stable line here. I'm not too sure why. Maybe, it's probably because there's only 1 or 2 sellers. It looks good to me, to be honest. It looks fine. It's all very positive information here. Everyone's listed at $9.99, so it's selling us about 150 sales. That's fine. It's around $300 in profit per month. We'll definitely consider this one as well. And the last one. Okay, let's check, make sure it's the right product. Goody products, Goody style essentials, brush style with thumb grips, 910. Seems fine to me. Maybe let's just check this out, see if we can see any data there. Okay. Seems good to me. The UPC matches, so that's fine. Now, looking at the historic chart, I see that it wasn't that profitable prior to. So this one in my mind, you have this period here which looks good, and this period that looks good, but the rest doesn't look good. The break-even strength is probably not that high. It's average. It's an average break-even strength. It's not bad. It's not poor or very weak. So I guess its average is kind of good sometimes, but I would not consider this one because of these data points. And in terms of sales, because we're going up against an FBM seller, it's recommending 200 sales per month, which 200 times $1.39 is obviously above $100. But I wouldn't consider it because based on the break-even strength being average, and there being quite a few periods where it was below the break-even line. So I will ignore this one, and I'll be sending these to a shortlist. So let's go ahead and say live PR video 9. We're creating this shortlist, not liver, live. So live, okay, let's add this. And let's go ahead and add these 8 ASINs to the shortlist and see how many we're going to buy and what type of order we can actually come up with. So video number 9 right there. Let's start adding and creating an order out of this one. So what do we have now? We have this one here. The sales rank is up there. Recommendations to buy 400. Let's buy 360 of these. This one here, the recommendation is to buy 100. Given that the break-even strength is high, I will probably buy 96 of these. Now here, this product it has a light green. It has a good break-even strength, not an excellent, but it's good. Quite a few sellers, 150. I'll probably say to buy 120. This one, the recommendation is to buy, not to buy too many. I think it was, it says 200 here. All right, 40. It says 40 per month. So we'll probably just buy around 36. Not very profitable. This one's not very profitable. So what can we actually make from this one? 36. It's going to cost us $89 to buy these. Prep's going to be $21.60. The profit based on this is $61. So it's not bad. $61 on 36 items. It's not bad. Next one, the recommendation here is to buy 400 units based on all the on eight. It sells 800 units per month. There's probably only one buy box contender, even though there are 7 FBA offers. Okay, so we can 400 is quite a bit on a product like this. So I'm just going to buy 240 of these. The recommendation is to buy 100 of these. I won't buy 100, buy 96. You usually want to buy in multiples of 6 or 12. Most of them are packed either in cases of 6 or cases of 12. So you want to kind of set it like that. This is our recommendation for this one is 200. We'll just go ahead and buy 180. What's the sales rank like? No, I wouldn't buy actually 180 of these. I'd probably buy 120. Because the sales rank isn't too good. There's a variation, and the estimated sales is 200 per month. Even though there's not, there's no real buy box contention. Let me just check out the chart here again. See, yeah, the person that's currently got the buy box is an FBM seller, but there are a couple of FBA sellers on this one as well. So I wouldn't even buy 120. I'll probably buy just 60 of these. And lastly, these light bulbs. Recommendation is to buy 125, 500 sales per month. I think 120 is fine on a product like this. So what does this order look like? When we're said and done, we're looking at 1,128 units, and they're all one pack. So for our supplier units are also 1,128. Actually, it's quite a small order, only $2,500. The prep is $676 based on 60 cents prep per item. The goods plus prep comes up to $3,251. There are no extras. Amazon fees are quite high, $5,100, but the revenue is quite high as well, 10 grand, and the profit is $2,000. So that's 63% ROI. It's a nice order overall. So that's how this order is going to go down. Let me know what you guys think of the new interface. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.